when Kris Jenner supported her boyfriend Corey Gamble, even though his ex accused him of stalking. Hi, before we continue, please subscribe to the channel for all Kardashians news and update. Kris Jenner has been in a relationship with Corey Gamble for almost 10 years now, and during this time, a lot of people have had strong opinions about them. Many people have always doubted if Corey is with Kris for the right reasons, and some have questioned if their love is real. Despite all this talk and gossip, Kris has never turned her back on Corey. Even when a very serious situation came up with one of his ex-girlfriends accusing him of stalking, Kris still supported him with full confidence and refused to believe the negative stories about him. Back in 2010, things got really serious when Corey's former girlfriend, Sheree Buchanan, claimed that he had stalked her. She even managed to get a restraining order against him, and the document was shared publicly by InTouch. In it, Sheree accused Corey of doing things like showing up at her house uninvited and letting himself in. She said he somehow got a copy of her key, and she felt so unsafe that she had to change her locks. It sounded scary, and the media picked up on the story quickly, turning it into a topic everyone wanted to talk about. But Kris Jenner didn't let the noise affect her. She said she had already talked to Corey about the incident and wasn't worried about it. According to her, he simply wasn't the kind of man who would do those things. Even though people were saying terrible things about him, and there were documents to back up the story, Kris didn't waver. She stayed by Corey's side and didn't let public opinion shake her trust in him. Sheree Buchanan also tried to warn Kris directly. She said Corey was someone who wanted power and money and would do whatever he needed to get both. She said he looked at the Kardashians as the most powerful family in the media and was probably with Kris just to benefit from that. But even that warning didn't make Kris doubt him. Sometime later, rapper Kanye West also brought up his own concerns about Corey Gamble. Kanye said he felt something was off about Corey and pointed out that Kris and the rest of her family had never met Corey's family. He believed that was a major red flag. According to Kanye, if someone really wanted to be part of a family, especially one as close as the Kardashian-Jenner clan, it would only make sense to introduce their own family too. But again, despite this warning, Kris didn't change her mind or take any action against Corey. Around the same time these concerns were being raised, the popular celebrity news website TMZ reported that Kris still believed Corey was not the kind of person who would stalk someone. In her eyes, he just didn't fit that type of profile. She explained that Corey had worked as a tour manager for Justin Bieber in the past, which gave him access to big names and important events. But despite having those connections, he never used them to get attention for himself or to gain fame. Kris said he wasn't someone who wanted to be in the spotlight. She called him a background guy, someone who preferred to stay out of the drama and not chase fame, even though he was surrounded by it. Kris has spoken many times about how much she values Corey and the role he plays in her life. She has described him as a strong, reliable, and supportive partner. In an interview with WSJ magazine, she said he gives her strength and helps her see things more clearly. She said he's a great person to talk to when she needs advice or just someone to listen. According to her, Corey doesn't just love her, he also truly cares about her children and her mother. She said her family loves him too, which means a lot to her. Khloe Kardashian, one of Kris's daughters, also had good things to say about Corey. In a chat with Wonderwall, she mentioned how kind and genuine she thinks he is. She said he's a really good person and that she's happy to see her mother happy. For Khloe, it doesn't matter what people say, as long as her mom feels loved and taken care of, and she thinks Corey is doing a good job at that. Even with all this praise and support from Kris and her family, there are still people who remain curious about the couple and continue to keep a close eye on them. Over the years, there have been rumors that Kris and Corey secretly got married. These stories come up every now and then, especially when Kris is seen wearing a large diamond ring. One moment that got people talking a lot was in February 2023. Kris was seen with a stunning diamond ring, and many people immediately assumed that it meant she and Corey had tied the knot in private. But just like always, either Kris and Kory or their team would quickly speak out to deny the wedding rumors. Even though the couple keeps facing doubts from the public, they continue to go strong. Their relationship has faced more than one challenge, but each time, Kris shows that she is willing to stand by Kory no matter what. It's not easy being in the public eye, and for someone like Kris Jenner, who has built a massive media empire, every move she makes is closely watched. But through all the ups and downs, she continues to trust Kory and defend him from any negativity thrown his way. The story of Kris Jenner and Kory Gamble is not just about love, but about loyalty too. Kris has chosen to believe in Kory even when past issues have come up, and when famous people like Kanye West have spoken out about their concerns. She seems confident that she knows who Kory really is and doesn't feel the need to prove that to anyone else. What makes this relationship even more interesting is the way Kris stands firm when most people would probably have given up. Many women in her position might have ended things just to avoid bad press or protect their brand. But Kris has taken a different route. She believes in standing by the person she loves, even when the rest of the world is doubting him. And the relationship isn't one-sided either. Kory has stayed loyal to Kris as well, even though being with someone as famous as her means being pulled into the spotlight. By all appearances, he doesn't seem to be chasing fame or using her name to become more popular. He keeps a low profile most of the time and doesn't seem to be interested in becoming a celebrity himself. That quiet presence is probably one of the things Kris admires most about him. Even when situations looked tough or when people tried to bring up old stories to cause problems, Kris stayed calm and steady. She didn't act out or distance herself from Kory. Instead, she supported him and kept moving forward with him by her side. That kind of consistency is rare, especially in the world of celebrity relationships where breakups and scandals happen all the time. People can say whatever they want, but it's clear that Kris Jenner has made up her mind about who Kory Gamble is to her. She sees him as someone who has added value to her life, someone who brings her peace, strength, and support. She doesn't seem to care what others say or think, and that confidence might be the reason their relationship has lasted so long. With all the things they've been through together, their story continues to be one that people are curious about, and it's likely to stay that way for a long time. In the end, whether the public agrees with Kris or not, one thing is clear: she's not easily influenced by outside voices. She's willing to trust her own judgment, and for her, Kory Gamble is someone worth standing by. That kind of belief and commitment, especially in the world of celebrities, is something people don't see very often, which is why their relationship continues to spark interest and conversation. Thanks for watching. Please do well to share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more Kardashian updates.